Hello everybody, Cooper here, and welcome back to another episode of my AFL 23 Management Career Mode here with the Richmond Tigers. It is our first taste of finals in, I believe, 7 years. We're in the 2027 final series. We haven't won a premiership since 2020. We haven't made the finals since 2022. Very keen to get this season, or this final series, I should say, underway. Because we finished in the top 4, which we haven't done since 2020, which we also haven't done since 2020. Funnily enough, I had a quick look before we started the video. We do get a double chance. We're going to play a minimum of 2 finals games this season. The first of which we are taking on possibly the best team in the competition, the Bombers, which we probably haven't said since the early 2000s. They finished 17-6, top of the ladder, were very, very good. They are on a massive winning streak. They previously played Port Adelaide, I believe, or their last regular season game was against Port Adelaide. We're going to have a quick look at our list at the moment, because I just want to have a quick scout of our injuries. Tim Taranto, it appears, is going to be out for the season, annoyingly, so he is going to be out of sort of contention for being picked. Seth Campbell also out for the season, and Tristan Cherry is currently out with a calf strain. So we've put together a team. It's not our best team because 2 of our players who normally would be starting are currently unavailable. So our first team for finals will be structured as follows. We've got Luke Traynor in the back pocket, Sam Taylor at fullback, Harrison Oliver in the other back pocket. Very, very good young back line. Sam Taylor's obviously a little bit older, but the back half of that back line really quite good. We've then got Harry Sheasel, who's come across from North Melbourne, doing a good job for us at halfback. He's missed a couple of games through injury, but he's been pretty good this season. Our inspirational captain, Josh Gibcus, has been awesome this entire series. Can't wait to see him play his first final in this situation. Jaden Short, maybe his last season on the Tigers. We don't know. We might keep him around for next season. Just remains to be seen. And then we get into the engine room. We've got Ben Camporelli on one wing. We've got Josh Smiley, who's up to an 89 overall. He's playing in the centre position. And then Matt Hill, who's been the surprise packet since he's come across from Hawthorn. He's going to be on the other wing. We've also got Ben Miller in the ruck. And at times, he has been very, very good for us. So it remains to be seen how he's going to go. Harley Reid, probably the best young midfielder in the competition, has to be said. And then we've got Sam Layla, who's only an 82 overall. I don't know why that is the case. He just hasn't grown since he was at basically the first episode of this series, where he was an 82 overall. But he's now played 68 games through his career and has been very impressive. Gabriel Johnson, the number 1 pick from last year. He's up to an 83 overall, playing at left half forward. Jonty Fall, our leading goal kicker. He is going to be at centre half forward. Judson Clark on the other half forward flank. Taj Houghton, Harry Armstrong, and Morris Rioli making up the rest of the forward line. On the bench, we've got Cam Zerha, who we signed in free agency, Tom Brown, Levi Ashcroft, Lucas Camporelli, and then Caleb Smith as the sub. We're going to confirm this lineup. It's a qualifying final. I believe it's a Friday night over in Melbourne, obviously, because it's Essendon versus Richmond. We are going to keep the quarters on 10 minutes. I think just because it's finals, we want the games to be a little bit longer. I think that makes the most amount of sense. Obviously, the regular season games, they're 7.5 minute quarters. All the other games that are simulated, they're 10 minutes. But we're going to keep it 10 minutes for now. I am going to quickly change our Guernsey to the Clash Guernsey, or at least the away Guernsey. I think I'm going to go the Clash Guernsey, just because I don't want it to obviously clash too much with Essendon. Tactically, I don't want to play around with things too much. I like how we've played and how we've gotten to this point. But without further ado, let's get to the G and let's tackle our first final of the series. We've got a packed MCG crowd for this first qualifying final between Essendon and Richmond. And out come the Tigers. Look at them in all their glory, running out to play a finals game for the first time since, I believe, 2022. I could be wrong, but it's our first final in over, I think, 6 years, since we're in 2027. And the Bombers finishing on top of the ladder since probably their last premiership, I would imagine, in 2000. and it's going to be a very competitive game between these two rivals. We're actually going to call tails on the toss, a little bit different. Normally I'm not that superstitious, but we're going to go a little bit against the grain here today. Essendon have won the toss and they've decided to kick to the left of screen. And here we go, centre bounce, Miller and Draper. Miller's got a lot of responsibility with the absence of Cherry. And we get the first clearance, great hit down to Smiley. And Johnston is going to have the first crack at the goals. It's kicked across the face of goal. It's on the goal line, it's been knocked through for a behind. Mason Redmond kicks long out of defence. Henry takes a good strong mark at halfback. Looks for Hobbs over the top, gets it. Jack Silvani wearing number 9 for the Bombers. Kicks it short, finds Jaden Davey on a lead. And looking to kick the first goal of the final. He starts it out wide, swinging back. Bombers strike first. Interesting start. The Bombers able to strike first after that first goal. Johnston can't take the mark this time on Ridley. Kick short to Nick Cox. Kicks towards half forward. Trainer and Davey down there once again. Trainer with the spoil. Picked up by Smiley. Wrapped up by Cox. We've got a ball up at half back. Draper with the clean hit out. Cox kicks towards forward 50. Trainer with the intercept mark. Very, very good. Looking to go wide. Does. Finds Jaden Short. Kicks down the line to a 2-on-1. Jonty Fall in position. Can't take the mark. Henry handballs to Cox. Cox goes wide to Hobbs. Looking up for a forward once again. Josh Gibcus this time with the intercept mark. Drops it on the left foot. Finds Ben Camporelli. Just surveying his options right now. Finds Jaden Short. Goes out wide looking for Trainer, who's pushing upfield. He's got it on centre wing. Kicks inboard. Nobody home. Ball recovered well by our defenders. Smiley has it at half forward. Handball wide to Trainer, who's really pushing up the field. We've got numbers inside forward 50. Ball goes to ground. Ends up with Judson Clark. And the Tigers kick their first and recover the lead most importantly. Bombers out the middle find Zach Merritt. Kicks forward. Good intercept mark by Sam Taylor. Big free agent signing this off-season. Ben Camporelli. Takes a mark out wide, finds Short, kicks to half forward. Bit of a nothing kick, to be perfectly honest. Ends up with Cox looking for Alwyn Davey Jr. Gets the fist to it. We do a good job recovering that ball. Judson Clark target at half forward. Can't take the mark. Darcy Parish takes the mark wide. Layla's picked him up. Harley Reid, I don't think he's touched it today. Trying to cover Zach Merritt. He's not doing a good job whatsoever. Sardis has it at half forward on Smiley. Looking for Zach Merritt inside 50. Good spoil by, I believe that was Trainer. Another goal for the Bombers. Darcy Parish with that one. And now the Bombers 2-1 right now. Bombers doing very, very good. Showing why they finished in first this season. That's another good clearance by Harley Reid. Finally getting a bit of the ball. Next kick is smothered. Goes out wide to Cox. Trainer and Davey one-on-one. Trainer doing an exceptional job in defence so far. Having a ton of the ball. Jaden Short. Kicks to our midfield. There's a couple of players there. Miller ends up with it. Trainer doing a lot of running in this early game. Jonty Fall. Jack Henry just bodies him and he gets the mark. Goes wide to Ridley. Kicks down the line. Miller is there. Gets a fist to Draper. Draper picks it up. Tackled by Miller. We've got another ball up. Draper with the hit out. Ball finds Cox on the outside. Short little kick. Goes to ground. Draper picks it up. Goes for goal. It's a behind. Trainer again has it at halfback. Having an exceptional game so far. Camporelli now. Kicks it short. Looking for Matt Hill. Handballs it to Smiley. Johnston's down there in the contest along with Armstrong. But Johnston takes the mark. He's going to having another set shot at goal. He missed the first. He's not missing that. He kicks a second for the Tigers, and it's all tied up at 13. 10 minutes gone. Very competitive game. Backwards and forwards so far. Trainer and Davey. Trainer gets the fist. Picked up. Shot on goal. Great kick by Silvani. Bombers looking to win the contest again. Merritt leaves the ball behind. Smiley kicks it forward, looking for Johnston. He takes another strong mark. It's his third contested mark inside 50 for the quarter. Having a look at goal number 2 here. Starts it wide, coming back. Back-to-back goals for Johnston. Great smother by Harley Reid. Another inside 50 for the Tigers. Johnston's in the area. Ball comes to ground. Judson Clark picks it up. He's got 2 now. Our small forwards dominating early. Judson and Gabriel Johnston have 2 apiece. Another hit out for Miller, having a very good start. Jonty Fall gets tackled at half back. Ball kicks in the Silvani and Gilchrist direction. Silvani wins out. Nobody really offering, but that is a very nice kick. Intercepted by Trainer once again, having an outstanding game. I don't know how many times I'm going to say it today, but he has been incredible early. Harley Reid kicks it forward, only as far as Draper, but it's coming back very, very suddenly. Kako picks it up, tackled by Sheasel. We're going to ball up, 15 minutes gone. Miller knocks it down. Harley Reid with the outside handball, gives it to Camporelli. That's not 15. Miller kicks it forward. Jonty Fall gets sat on. Henry with the fist. Harley Reid gets tackled by Merritt. It's a loose handball forward, and we get it. Hill, is he going to pick it up? Yes, he does. Kicks towards goal. It's offline, unfortunately. Probably could have used that goal. Short kick out of fullback. Finds Draper. Goes to half forward. Hill is down there. Cox gets the fist. He's been really good as well. Silvani and Gibcus. It's been a real contest so far. Hobbs handballs to Silvani. Kicks to full forward. Trainer can't take the mark, but it's gotten out of there eventually. Rioli drops the mark, heading into the Johnston direction. Can't take the mark. All of our forwards were not inside the forward 50. We were not ready for that forward entry. Gibcus gets the fist. Camporelli now kicks forward. Nobody's home. Oh, we get the crumbs here. Oh, I thought Harley Reid was going to get it. Smiley tackles. Jonty Fall tackles. We're going to ball up at half forward. Harley Reid secures the clearance. Miller, actually no, sorry, it's Hill. Has a crack at the goals. It's hit the post. Another behind to Hill. Ball cleared by the Bombers once again. Rioli can't get the fist. Camporelli playing against one of his dad's old teams. Taylor at halfback this time. Gets the mark, goes back to Trainer, handball forward to Camporelli. Kicks to centre half forward. Rioli there. He flies, can't take the grab. Draper having a very good game in the ruck so far. You'd probably say he has the advantage over Miller in this one. Trainer and Davey. Trainer another mark at... Basically, he's at centre wing this time. Jonty Fall on Henry. Henry's been very good so far. Great tackle by Jonty Fall. Handballs forward. Hill goes wide. Camporelli at half forward. Kicks to the hot spot. We got numbers there. Ball goes to ground. Back with Nick Martin. Kicks to half forward once again. Draper with another mark. All over Ben Miller right now. Although you'd have to say he is the superior player. Essendon can't get the mark inside forward 50. Jaden Davey gets smothered. Gibcus gets tackled. Goes back to Sam Wiedemann. Ball comes loose in the tackle. Nick Cox having a crack at the goals. Kicks his first. Back to a 2-point game. 20 minutes gone in the first. Matt Hill goes wide. Gets tackled and the kick doesn't go very far. Miller is tackled and the kick doesn't go very far. Camporelli gets the inside 50, looking for Johnston once again. He takes another contested mark, lining up for number 3. Been very, very good so far. He kicks a third at the Ponsford end. I would not have thought our small forwards would have been delivering early in this contest. The ball's heading in the Rioli direction. Camporelli picks it up, gives it to Harley Reid, goes on the left. The mark on the goal line. It's Levi Ashcroft of all people. He's probably going to have to go around the corner on this one. Lining up for his first goal. He kicks it. I'm pretty sure that's his first disposal as well. I'd have to say it's probably been a 50-50 contest so far, so we're very lucky to be in the lead. Ball is headed in the Rioli direction. Zach Merritt clears the ball out of half back. Ball finds Nick Cox, kicks it short, looking for Sam Wiedemann. Hits him on the chest. And he's going to be lining up for his first goal of the day. Offline, unfortunately, for Wiedemann. Sheasel on kick-out duties. Finds Jaden Short. He's played in plenty of big finals in the past. Trainer kicks it forward. Looking for Judson Clark. Jack Henry takes the mark at centre half-back. Really, really good job. Mason Redmond, the South Australian, looking to go wide. Zach Merritt is the target. Finds him. Finds Jack Silvani. Looking for Darcy Parish. Kicked a goal earlier. Now has Jaden Davey on a lead once again. Kicked a goal earlier in the quarter. Going to be lining up for number 2. He's only had a couple of disposals though. That is a really good looking kick. I don't think it's going to make it. Doesn't. Gibcus marks on the goal line. Heads in the Lucas Camporelli direction. Kicks towards the wing. Trainer's there. Nick Cox with the intercept mark. That's a big body. 6 goals to 4 in favour to the Tigers at quarter time. Pretty happy with how things have played out now. We got to keep going. Nick Cox, another possession. He's been outstanding in the opening term. We'll be looking to continue that form for the rest of the game. Wiedemann gets the crumb. Kicks his first. Very quick start for the Bombers this second quarter. Jaden Davey just sits. I think that was on Sheasel's head. Probably a little bit too far out to score. Heads to the pocket. Silvani takes the mark over Gibcus. Probably not in a position to take a drop punt, so he's going to go around the corner. And he does. Starts it wide. He's kicked it. The Bombers have 2 in 2 minutes. Back down to a 1-point game. Not a great start to the quarter. Harley Reid kicks wide looking for Layla. Finds him. Little short kick. Finds Ben Camporelli. Heads to full forward. Levi Ashcroft's down there. We've got crumbs, but it's knocked over for a rushed behind. A couple of short, risky kicks out of full back, but it's working so far for the Bombers. Guerin goes wide towards Ridley and Rioli. Ridley takes the mark as a significant size advantage. Just taking his time, trying to find an option. Silvani is in the area. Ball gets fisted away. Camporelli kicks it forward. Looking for Johnston. Can't take the mark. Does recover the ball, though. Going to the top of the goal square. Can't take a mark. Laverde does a fantastic job. It's a 2-on-1 situation for the Bombers. They turn out very well with it. Harley Reid gets the outside kick. Miller on the run. Has kicked a couple of goals this series. Johnston marks it on the goal line. It was a contested grab. Otherwise, he could have just let it through. But lining up for number 4. He's kicked it. What a finals debut for the number 1 draft pick of the 2025 draft. He has been phenomenal. Ball goes forward for the Bombers. Quick hands. Guerin. Ruckman trying to reply up the other end. And he does. Miller down to Hill. Great hands to Camporelli. Zerha is in the game. Trying to get there. Can't end up with it. Ball goes back. Nick Cox is the option at halfback. Does a good job for the Bombers. He's got to be above 20 disposals already. He has been all over the place. Ball looking for Sardis now. Quick hands to Guerin. Ball goes deep. Alwyn Davey Jr. is the target. Great fist by Trainer. Outside ball found by Jaden Short. Nick Cox and Lucas Camporelli, but it's Nick Cox again. He has been incredible. And gets the quick 1-2. Looking for the top of the goal square. Levi Ashcroft in the defensive half this time. Takes the mark, looking for Harley Reid. Up the wing, kicks forward. Judson Clark is an option. Can't take the mark over Zach Merritt. Matt Hill gets it out of the clearance, looking for Camporelli. Does a good job. Sam Layla now the target at half forward. Goes deep, looking for Johnston. Can't take the mark. Trickles towards the boundary. We're going to have another boundary throw in. Just a 2-point game, 8 minutes into the second quarter. But very, very competitive so far. Good tackle by Camporelli, but the Bombers get it out of their defensive half. Not quite, actually. Ball recovered by Layla. Kicks goalward. He kicks his first. Great work by the number 1 draft pick from 2024. So a lot of the Tigers draft picks having an impact on this game. Back out to 8 points. Miller and Guerin now in the ruck. Ball gets free via Merritt. But we get the ball clear. Harley Reid picks it up, gets it to Gibcus on half back. Kicks towards Ben Camporelli. Jack Henry takes a very nice mark at centre half back. Jonty Fall and Harry Armstrong not really had an impact so far. Xavier Dersma takes an absolute hanger. And Jack Silvani takes a mark at half forward. Probably 45 metres out where the man on the mark is. He's going to have to kick it from possibly 45, maybe 50. It's going to be a mark on the goal line. No, it's actually not going to even make it to the goal line. Gibcus does a great job to take a mark at half back. That was a bit of a dangerous handball. Not really sure why we did it, but we get the ball clear eventually. But Elijah Sardis takes the mark in the midfield. Darcy Parish kicks forward looking for Davey Jr. Ends up with Sheasel. And he kicks forward looking for Jonty Fall, who's been absolutely bear-hugged by Jack Henry this entire game. Harley Reid gets it wide to Ben Camporelli. Looking short for Hill. Gets it to him. Quick hands back to Camporelli. Johnston's the target. Ball goes to ground. And an excellent clearing kick by the Bombers. Gets it to Darcy Parish. Hands to Merritt. Looking for Sardis. The midfielders linking up. I think Sardis was looking for Draper, but Draper didn't run on. Finds Darcy Parish instead. Kicks to full forward. Knocked over for a rush behind. Ball turned over by the Bombers. Actually, by the Tigers. The Bombers manufacture a goal out of nothing. Very, very good kicking. I believe that's Xavier Dersma. Back to a 2-point game. Hill gets the handball to Harley Reid. Kick short to Camporelli. He kicks short to Smiley. And he's going to take the game onto his boot here. Going to take responsibility. Line up for his first goal. Only the 7 touches today. Has been averaging over 30 a game. Basically since he entered the league. But that's a good kick. Hasn't got the legs, unfortunately. Draper has it, middle of the ground. Kicks to centre-half forward. Layla with the fist. Davey kicks to Wiedemann. Fantastic ball movement by the Bombers out of their defence. Wiedemann's going to be having another shot at goal. He's only kicked the 1 so far. But he's going to be wanting to kick number 2 to get the lead here for the Bombers. And he does. 17 minutes gone. 57 plays 54. Draper and Miller in the middle of the ground. Smiley gets the contest. Jonty Fall picks up. Can't kick the goal, unfortunately. Out of the kick out, Jordan Ridley finds the ball. Nick Martin kicks upfield. Couple of Tigers in the area. Actually, one of them's the umpire. Our Clash Guernsey does, ironically, clash with the umpire's get up. Gibkiss kicks short. Finds Lucas Camporelli. Gives it to Trainer. Has a lot of the ball out of that back pocket, but haven't been able to work it into too many goals so far. Johnston taking a mark at half-back. He has been everywhere today for the Tigers. Matt Hill takes the mark, uncontested, gives it to Smiley. Jonty falls at centre-half forward if he can find him. He kicks in that direction. There's a couple of Bombers in the area. Harley Reid picks it up. And he's kicked it. Bombers, I keep saying the Bombers. The Tigers back in the lead. Dersma goes wide to Draper. Kicks to the pocket looking for Davey Jr. Ends up with Trainer. Johnston was the target. Ends up with it now. Kicks down the line. Smiley's there. Jonty falls there. Draper with another contested mark. Sardis. Covered by a couple. Sam Wiedemann at half forward. Goes wide again. Xavier Dersma kicked a goal not that long ago. Going to be having a crack at number 2 here. Only the 4 disposals so far. Has a punt just inside 50. Reaches the top of the goal square. Johnston recovers. Handballs back to Gibkiss. He gets the ball inside the centre square. Picked up by Jack Henry. Pushed forward. Get the job done. Isaac Kako. Kicks it forward looking for Silvani. Hill picks up the ball. Goes wide. Lucas Camporelli has a lot of space right now. Plays on. Looking for Taj Houghton. Hasn't touched the ball today. Harley Reid on the run. Kicking goalward again. It's a behind. 4-point game. 25 minutes gone. Kick to the back pocket. Find Jaden Short. Harley Reid playing a lot better than he has in recent weeks. And that is half time. 9 goals, 8, 62. Plays 9 goals, 4, 58. The Tigers have the lead right now, but 5 goals to 3 in that quarter was a little bit disappointing. Bombers having a lot of the ball. Johnston's kicked 4. Harley Reid has kicked 1 goal, 1. I thought he might have kicked 1 goal, 2. I know Matt Hill's kicked 2 behinds. But Nick Cox, 11 marks. Luke Trainer has 10. Cox has 28 disposals in the first half. Was incredible. Trainer's had 15. Hill's had 17. Reid 17. Elijah Sardis 17. And Ben Camporelli 22. Luke Trainer, a total of 17 intercept marks. 8 contested marks in total. Has been incredible. Second half underway in the first final of 2027. Bombers kick it forward. We get it out of the contest, which is good. Layla kicks wide, looking for Jaden Short at halfback. Has been very, very good for the Tigers for a long time. Trainer takes the mark, kicks to center of the ground. Smiley takes a really good contested mark, looking for Harry Armstrong. Can't get the mark. Hill kicks it around his body from outside 50, and Johnston takes it on the goal line once again, lining up for number 5. He's going to be looking to kick this into the upper deck of the Ponsford stand. He does. Another clearance to the Tigers. Rioli rises and has been pretty quiet in these games so far. Who's that in the pocket by himself? It's Judson Clark. He already has kicked a couple, but it's not a good angle for a left footer. He's going to have to start this pretty wide. He kicked 2 goals in the first quarter and hasn't touched it since. Lining up for number 3. It's coming back. And he's got it. Tigers out to a 16-point lead. Guerin kicks it forward for the Bombers. Good fist away by, I think that was Taylor. Wiedemann shrugs Gibcus loose. He kicks the Bombers first of the quarter. Darcy Parish marks it at half forward. Bombers have numbers. Nick Cox marks it on the Telstra logo. And he's going to have a crack from outside 50. I mean, why wouldn't you? He's had 31 disposals and we're barely 5 minutes into the third quarter. Kicks it high and long. Definitely gets the journey very easy, but not going to be a goal. Jake Stringer still on the Bombers. What a guy. Jack Silvani's the target up the ground. Josh Gibcus takes it fairly easily. Jonty Falls barely touched it today. Harley Reid kicks it forward. Trying to get a mark inside 50. Haven't been able to. The Bombers clear it very easily. And Gibcus, another uncontested mark. Heads wide, looking for Harry Sheasel. He grabs it nice and cleanly. Sam Layla now. Gets tackled. Gets wrapped up by Nick Cox. That is holding the ball. Boundary throw in the Bombers forward half. 9-point game, 7 minutes into the third. Great tip by the Richmond ruckman. I forgot his name, Ben Miller. But hits it straight to a Bombers midfielder. And Isaac Kako takes a mark inside forward 50. He's going to be lining up for his first goal of the day. And that's a terrible kick. Barely snuck in for a behind. Luke Trainer takes a mark inside 50. Kicks it up the wing. Looking for Campus Camporelli. Luke Camporelli. Doesn't go very far. Jake Stringer kicks it forward. Silvani collects the ball. Kicks towards goal. It's looking pretty good. Harrison Oliver, haven't said his name too many times today, knocks the ball over the line. It's a 7-point game. Hobbs collects the ball, gives it to Nick Cox. I feel like he's been absolutely everywhere. Gibcus with the spoil. Kako puts the tackle on. Silvani collects the ball. He kicks it. It's a 1-point game. Bombers clear it out of the middle once again. Gibcus picks the ball up. That is classy. That was really, really good. Ben Camporelli looking for Harley Reid. He gets the mark. How the hell have we stuffed that up? Smiley just got in the way. Harrison Oliver, I gave him a bit of a spray 2 minutes ago. Starting to show up now. Trainer kicks it forward looking for Lucas Camporelli. Harley Reid in the top corner. Was open. He's not there now. Little short kick looking for his Ben Camporelli. Found his brother. Zerhart, the target inside 50. Ball goes to ground. Bombers do a great job once again. Jake Stringer's barely been involved in this game. Starting to show up in the last couple of minutes. Bit of a 1-2 with Parish. Kicks forward to Silvani. He takes the mark. It's going to be a 3-on-1 in the goal square. We've got to get some numbers back. We bring it to ground at least. The Bombers. Kako. The Bombers have to lead. This has not been a good quarter for the Tigers. Hasn't been good at all. Smiley with the tackle. Cox is going to have a crack from outside 50. But guys on the goal line, we knock it through. Now an even 6-point game. Goes very close to the boundary. Nick Cox again. He's going to have a crack at goal. Possibly one of the tougher kicks on goal for a right footer. Outside. Yeah, it's a terrible kick. Kicks to the top of the goal square. May have been a bit of a dummy play. We clear the ball, which is the main thing. Layla running back in the pack. Can't take the mark. O'Connor does, though, for the Bombers. Nick Cox again is wide open from outside 50. Kicks to the top of the goal square. And Kyle Langford takes the grab. It's a 6-point game. Only had the 2 disposals today. This is going to be his first... Oh my God, how has he missed that? That is an absolute shocker in the context of this game. If we win by less than a goal, that will be the goal that cost the Bombers the game. Miller, quick hands inside to Layla. We've got numbers in the contest. Can't get the mark. Rioli with the hands. Jonty Fall kicks it. It's now a 1-point game. Bombers in the lead, but the Tigers are showing life. Next clearance goes to the Bombers. Merritt with the handball to Cox. Gets it back to Merritt. He kicks forward. He's kicked another goal. Bombers with a quick reply. Now a 13-point game to the Bombers. Still a bit to do here if we're going to try and come back in this game. Wiedemann again. He's got 3 on the day. Aiming for number 4. He's got it. 19 points. Bombers just dominating the clearances. And we cannot stop them inside 50. We've got to be better. Hobbs picks it up. And it's a mark on the goal line by Langford. Goodness gracious me. Still yet to kick a goal, which is great. This one he does kick. Looking at the pocket, Harry Sheasel puts a body on Kako and Luke Traynor goes over the top. Ben Camporelli now, handballs inbound to Levi Ashcroft. Back to Sheasel, back to Camporelli. Judson Clark is the target, goes to ground. Layla with the crumb. It's a 2-on-1. We can't get a mark. Judson Clark gets smothered. Really could have used a goal there. We are down by 25 points at 3/4 time. 7 goals to 3 in the quarter. We are in a bit of trouble. It's the final quarter. This is where we could go straight to the prelim, or we have to play again next week. Ideally, I'd like to go to the prelim, but you know, maybe we're not ready for it just yet. And Jack Silvani, while I'm talking, takes a mark inside 50 far too easily. He's been pretty good today, I have to say. He's already kicked 3. The kick's on its way. There's number 4. It's a 5-goal game. 31 points is the lead to the Bombers. Ball goes to Hill via Smiley. Jonty Ford finally takes a mark. Harley Reid has a crack from outside 50. Gonna have to take a mark on the goal line, but it's knocked through for a rushed behind. Back down to an even 30 points. Rioli with the fist. Miller. Goal. Great work there by Rioli. And Miller kicks the goal. One that we desperately needed. Hill recovers the ball from the defensive half. Hill kicks it forward, looking for Rioli, who's been pretty good. Ball kicks forward. Not really sure who it was for. Now Ben Hobbs has all the space in the world. Traynor picks him up a little bit too late. Gibcus has to get a fist on this ball and does. Ball's picked up by Hill. He's kicking it the wrong way. Gibcus gets tackled. Kicks it forward a little bit though. Recovered by Smiley. Smiley picks it up. Picks it up by Camporelli. Hill kicks it forward looking for Rioli. Ball goes to ground. Jonty Fall can't get a tackle. But that is a terrible kick by the Bombers. Rioli handballs to Harley Reid. Looking for number 2. He's kicked it. It's an 18-point game. And Harley Reid is here to save the Tigers. 4 minutes gone. We've already brought the margin back a little bit. Not a great deal, but a little bit. Elijah Sardis goes over the top looking for Darcy Parish. Finds him. And that is a brilliant kick. What a goal by Darcy Parish. Back out to a 4-goal game. Ideally, we don't concede any more goals from here. Matt Hill just absolutely brutalizes Nick Cox. Langford, actually it's Silvani. Silvani's got 5. It's back out to 30 points. Clean hands by the Bombers out of the stoppage. It's been a high-scoring 4th quarter early. Harley Reid gets boot to ball. Can't get a mark. Hill over the top. Clean hands. Don't handball back into traffic. What are you doing? Harrison Oliver and Kako. We get the fist to ball, which is great. Langford kicks the ball short. Goes to Gibcus. Gets the ball loose in the contest. Brown clears it. Miller takes the mark. We've got numbers inside 50. Can't get it deep enough. Johnston. Handballs to Smiley. Has a crack. It's just going to be on the goal line. Layla stands up where we need a goal. Only he's touched the ball 8 times today. We need a goal. He's already kicked 1. There's number 2. Extra time maybe on the cards here. Handball goes forward. Henry comes off the back of their defensive 50, picks up the ball, and ends up with Parrish at centre-half forward. He's looking for Silvani. And again, he takes another mark. He's lining up for number 6. He's been incredible today. That is not a great kick, but it's a goal. Don't like what we're doing in the middle of the ground here. We turn the ball over. Well, we force a turnover, I should say. Jack Henry running freely from defensive 50 for the Bombers. Handballs the ball forward, ends up with Hobbs. Can't get the chase down. Bring ball to ground. We get it out of there, which is good. Miller and Draper. I do think this game looks different with just Tristan Cherry in the ruck instead of Miller. But is it a 5-goal difference? I really don't know. But, you know, we're never going to know the answer to that question, unfortunately. Matt Hill takes the mark inside our forward half. Ball goes forward. Jonty Fall brings it to ground, which is good. 10 minutes gone. 15 to go. Smiley out of the contest, looking for a target. Only finds Mason Redmond. Gets tackled straight away. Another tackle inside 50. Great defensive work by our small forwards. Ball comes down. Harley Reid can't get it loose. Ends up with Camporelli on that left foot. Lucas Camporelli kicks a goal. Brings it back to a 4-point game. High scoring game so far by both teams. Zach Merritt gets it forward for the Bombers. And Silvani again kicks to the pocket and gets Nick Cox of all people. He's had 48 touches, 29 contested, aiming for goal number 2. He's put it through. Bombers have been too good. Market centre half back by Cox. There's disposal number 50. Miller on the run. Kicks to the top of the goal square. Harry Armstrong. I don't think I have said your name all day. This is going to be his first disposal and we're in the 4th quarter. Hopefully he kicks this. He does. He's on the scorecard. 4 goals in 10 minutes. We're an outside chance. Hopefully it does happen. Smiley kicks it short. Finds Johnston. Lining up for number 6. So we've had Silvani up the other end. Johnston up our end. He snuck it through. Back to a 3-goal game. Don't tell me it's over yet. Miller can't get that ruck battle to go. Sheasel with a fist to Keiko. Keiko picks it up. Kicks to Nick Cox. He's having the game of a lifetime. 50 disposals, 2 goals. Make that 3 goals. He has been a one-man wrecking crew. Lucas Camporelli coming off half back. Kicks it forward to Taj Houghton. Can't get the mark. He was sitting on his head for a matter of time. Bit of a hospital ball. Carl Langford looking for Sam Wiedemann. And then Zach Merritt just has all the time and space in the universe. He's been very good today as well. 27 touches. He's kicked a goal. Aiming for number 2. Oh, he's missed. Clean hands out of the contest. Harley Reid kicks to full forward. We've got guys down there. Can't get a crumb. We are just not great at the moment, unfortunately. 22 minutes gone. It's still a 26-point game. But we've got a stoppage inside our forward 50. Miller knocks it down to Harley Reid. Ashcroft with a snap. He goals. Gets his 2nd. Back to a 20-point game. I don't think we have enough time, unfortunately. The Bombers win it out of the middle. Draper takes the mark over Sheasel. Wiedemann has it 25 metres out, directly in front of goal. Going to be aiming for number 5 here. He's kicked it. Bombers are through to the prelim. Smiley kicks it forward, but again, Jordan Ridley at half-back has been incredible today. Judson Clark, apart from those 3 goals he's kicked, I don't think he's touched the ball. Guerin gets it wide to Kako. Kicks it short. Finds Jaden Davey. He's going to be having a crack at a 2nd goal, not a 3rd. Excuse me. It's a good kick. He's got 2. The Bombers have 150 on the scoreboard. And it's a 5-goal game. And the Bombers have been superb. They've proven why they're the best team in the league. And that's it. Bombers 24-11, 155. Tigers 20 goals, 9, 129. Bombers are through to the prelim, and the Tigers have another chance next week. Eight goals apiece in the final quarter was absolutely outrageous, but terrifically played by the Bombers. They were outstanding. They ended up winning by 26 points. They dominated statistically. Hit-outs were really good by the Bombers. We didn't have our best ruckman, but as I said, that's not an excuse for losing this game. They just played a lot better than we did. Intercepts marks were actually pretty close, but the contested marks, they were just a lot better. In this one, best on ground have to be Nick Cox, 53 touches and 3 goals. That's a guaranteed Brownlow vote game if I've ever seen one. Unfortunately for him, it's a final. Silvani and Johnston both kicked 6, Wiedemann kicked 5, Parrish kicked 3, Judson Clark kicked 3, Ashcroft kicked 2, as well as Jonty Fall. Matt Hill had 32 touches for the Tigers, Harley Reid 29, Ben Camporelli 29, and Josh Gibcus 26. And if we look at the other finals fixtures so far, Hawks and Gold Coast, I believe, are the other qualifying final. So we're going to have to skip forward to see how we go. And we're up against Collingwood, who ended up finishing 5th, which arguably is the difficult game, or the most difficult game we could have gotten. Collingwood absolutely belt Sydney, so Sydney are now out. Brisbane get belted by West Coast, and they're now out. Hawthorn beat Gold Coast by a goal. So we've got Gold Coast, West Coast next week, and Richmond, Collingwood was next week as well, or next game. So very, very keen for the next episode. If we win, we head to a prelim where we'll play either Gold Coast or West Coast. If we lose, we have to keep going, build the team up for another season. But that is going to do it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed our first finals game. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. And until then, I hope you have a lovely day wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you guys then. Bye.